Hi folks, thank you for tuning in to the B-Leav-it show where B-Leav-it. If I can get through this day with a big smile on my face and true personal independence, just a baby step away. Well, B-Leav-it, so can you. Today is Tuesday, January 28, 2020. I'm broadcasting from the south side of Jacksonville, just a little bit of sexy. And I'm looking at you, looking down. What's the score? 40 love you one more. You know it's true what's inside of you. Believe it. Don't you know, talk the talk, walk the walk, believe in the Believe-it show. Independence Day, a baby step away. Believe it, it's time to go. Believe-it show. Today, I am just trying to get my act together when it comes to walking. I've done all my sit-to-stands, and I've walked some hallways. I've walked 4 hallways, so I've done all I need to do for the workout today. And I also talked with my doctor about my blood pressure, because when I've been going into the physical therapist, it's been high. So then they can't give me the vigorous workout that I would like. So I want to start taking medication to make sure that it doesn't get high. Now, he checked my blood pressure and it wasn't very high, so we're going to monitor it. And if it's high at physical therapy again, I have the resident manager's number and I'll be able to contact her with that information. So I have an open communication. That's comforting to me, because I'd let him know. I mean, at this point, what I want to prevent is another stroke and a possible, passing of my life. Or my blood pressure is too high for me to get the proper physical therapy, and I'm not able to walk. Either way, it's a concern of mine that I need to have addressed. So he's willing to do that for me. Also, I've been doing something that has been good for my memory. I'm trying to memorize jokes. So I'm going to go over a few of those with you today. They're Rodney Dangerfield jokes. Some of them are mine, but most of them are from our good timing comedian Rodney Dangerfield. So here goes now. The first one is, I have this stroke as a condition that I've had. And it's too bad I had the stroke, but hey, it's part of the deal, They give you this medication I've been taking for your neurological. It's called New Dexta. Do you know what I like about the New Dexta? It's a lot better than the old Dexta. I hope you like that joke. And now, because I've been kind of living a sedentary lifestyle, I gained a lot of weight. Not eating a lot, just not exercising much, so I'm gaining weight. And I decided to take not one, but 2 diets. The first diet is a seafood diet. That's where I seafood and eat it. The second diet It rhymes with the keto diet. You probably heard of that. It's called the EATO diet, EATO. And the first one wasn't enough for me, so I got 2 diets now. And oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. You know what else I realized? Certain diseases sound funny, like Alzheimer's. That sounds like old timers disease. Or dementia sounds like a greeting. Nice dementia. How are you? Oh, I'm good. Nice dementia. You know, I mean, what's up with that? So, and I went to my doctor, B-Leav-itt, and he told me I had 6 weeks to live. 6 weeks was up. I didn't pay the bill. He gave me another 6 weeks. No respect. I'll tell you what. No respect. B-Leav-itt, he told me that I had split personalities one day. So I gave him half the fee and I told him to get the other half from the other guy. No respect. I told my doctor, B-Leav-itt, that I look in the mirror and I get sick. He goes, well, there's nothing wrong with your eyesight. So, yeah, no respect. I've got a kidney-shaped pool with a stone in it. No respect whatsoever, I tell you. And I live in a pretty rough neighborhood. The best restaurant in town, they serve broken leg of lamb. Oh yeah. I was in there the other night. It's called Paisanos, formerly Guido's. Before that it was called Nucci's. You literally take 2 steps down, physically and socially, when you go in that restaurant. Oh yeah, rough neighborhood. I asked the waiter for a finger bowl. He brought me a bowl with 3 fingers in it. Oh yeah, rough neighborhood. I asked the waiter, how far is it to the bus stop? He goes, well, no one's ever been there. No one's ever made it. That's what he told me. Oh, it's a rough neighborhood. Rough. Let me tell you what. I went outside. They were laying down some wet cement. I put my hands in it. I felt someone else's hand. Rough neighborhood. Oh yeah. They were raffling off a police car with 2 police officers in it. That is a rough neighborhood. The school paper has an obituary section. Oh yeah, rough neighborhood, boy. The school football team, they tackle the quarterback and then they go after your family. Oh yeah, rough neighborhood, boy, I'll tell you what. And my daughter, she is no bargain either. I'm telling you, she was voted most likely to conceive. And ugly, what an ugly girl. I mean, I brought her to a plastic surgeon. I said, Doc, I'm not asking for a miracle, but God, is there something else you can do? Is there something, anything? He put a tail on her. Oh yeah, and she is heavy. I'm telling you, a big girl. Let me tell you what. I tried to drive into her. She goes, can't you drive around me? I said, I don't have enough gas. When she was standing on the sidewalk by herself on the street corner, a officer came by and said, break it up. That's how big she is. Oh man, she's a big girl. And ugly, let me tell you what. But, you know, she gets her looks from me. I was an ugly kid. I'll tell you what, I was ugly. When I was born, the doctor slapped me and then handed me to the nurse so she could get a shot in. Oh yeah, that's how ugly I was. When I was a kid, my mother fed me with a slingshot. Oh yeah, I was an ugly kid, let me tell you. And I wasn't very close with my mother. She breastfed me with a straw. Oh yeah. Now, my mother said that I couldn't breastfeed because she liked me as a friend. So, yeah, I couldn't get breastfed. Oh, yeah, I was an ugly kid. My mother used to push me around in a stroller with curtains around it, and she fed me with a catapult. Oh, yeah, I was pretty ugly. When I was born, the doctor turned to my mother and slapped her. My father took me to the zoo, and they thanked him for bringing me back. Oh, yeah. It's rough, man, being me. I'll tell you what, it is rough. My wife, her cooking was so bad. Let me tell you, it was horrible. I would leave dental floss in the kitchen, the cockroaches would hang themselves. That's how bad her cooking was. I mean, her cooking is not that bad. However, meatloaf isn't supposed to glow, is it? And it grew legs and ran away the other night. The meatloaf did. That's not supposed to happen, is it? I didn't think so. She made me some toast. It had bones in it. That's not supposed to happen. Oh, yeah. She's not the best cook in the world, let me tell you. The other night, she told me to take the garbage out. I said, well, you take it out. You cooked it. Oh, yeah, she's not a very good cook. We have a dog that begs for Alka-Seltzer. That's how bad a cook she is. Oh, it's not good at all. We say a prayer after the meal. Oh, man, she is not a good cook. Let me tell you what. But I get no respect at all. No respect. My wife's cooking is so bad that the flies are chipping in to fix the screen door. Oh yeah, she's not a good cook. I'll tell you what. But hey, those are things that I'm doing to memorize. It's good for your brain to memorize stuff. And I like comedy, so I hope the jokes weren't too bad. And gosh, folks, I appreciate you tuning in and watching. I hope some of them were good enough to make you laugh. And I'm going to go ahead and clock out now. And, thank you for tuning into the B-Leav-it show, where B-Leav-it. If I can get to this day with a big smile on my face and true personal independence, just a baby step away. Well, B-Leav-it, so can you. Thank you for tuning into the show. If you like the show, please hit the like button, subscribe to my show, share it with your friends, do all those Simon Says things, bop it, pull it, twist it, push it. My show, I appreciate you tuning in. If I can reach just one person out there and make a positive influence on their life, then I have done my job. With that said, folks, thank you for tuning into the B-Leav-it show, and have a good night. I'll talk with you tomorrow.